Hi crochet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stefania and today I'm going to do the Crochet Creators Tag that was created by the Faded Wildflower Crochet here on YouTube. When I saw her video doing this tag, I thought it would be so much fun to make a video of my own to answer some of these questions. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can see the next time I release a new video. I'm aiming to release a new video every week, including crochet tutorials and other craft content. So let's get started with question number 1 from the Crochet Creator Tag. The first question is, how did you learn how to crochet? I learned when I was about 7 or 8 years old. One of the parents at my elementary school ran an after-school club where we learned how to knit and then eventually crochet. I really enjoyed both of these crafts, but once I hit high school, didn't really touch them for a while. It wasn't until the lockdowns where I had a lot more time with my hobbies. One of my friends that was in my core teen bubble got a Woobles kit and invited me over to try it out. This was the first time that I had learned the magic ring or even understood how to increase or decrease. Something clicked in my brain and I was immediately hooked, and I have not put down my crochet supplies since. Question number 2 is, what is your favorite thing to crochet? I don't know if I really have a favorite thing to crochet because I really like exploring different projects depending on what kind of mood I am in. A project that I keep coming back to is my plant pots, so I suppose you could call that one of my favorites. I really like trying out different techniques to make different types of leaves and playing around with different colors and stitch patterns on the plant pot. Question 3 is, if you could only use one type of yarn for the rest of your life, which would it be? For me, I think I'm going to be boring and just say acrylic yarn since it's the most widely available. I like that it comes in a variety of colors and isn't too expensive. You can pretty much find it anywhere. If I want to get more specific about the type of acrylic yarn I would choose, I would probably choose the Sheepias brand because they have a lot of different colors and the yarn itself is quite soft. Question number 4 is, what is the weirdest thing you've crocheted? Honestly, I'm not too sure if I've created anything that's weird, but maybe the most unique or unusual thing is my molecule necklaces. I've seen traditional necklaces out there that incorporate the molecule structure, but I hadn't really seen anything in the crochet realm or even in the fiber arts realm like that. While I don't think that they're necessarily weird, I think that maybe my fellow weirdos like me would enjoy wearing them. Question number 5 is another tricky one. What is something you'll never crochet? While I don't really want to set up any obstacles for myself, one category of thing that I'm pretty confident I'll never crochet is pet toys. Now, some people are really comfortable with their pets and giving them whatever types of chew toys they want, but personally, I'm not willing to take on the risk as a crochet artist to create something that could cause internal blockages in your fur babies. It's just beyond my comfort zone, so they can find a different crochet artist to make that for them. Question number 6 is, where do you get your inspiration? Like many other artists, my answer is short and sweet, and I'll say that I get my inspiration from everywhere. But to be more specific, I follow a couple of Facebook groups as well as many profiles on Instagram. I like to look through the different things that other people are making to gain inspiration of my own, but I aim to never copy someone's design. I'd rather gather a bunch of ideas and then think about how I can put a twist on it to make it my own, whether that's through different colors, textures, stitch patterns, whatever. And when I have used a specific creator for inspiration, I make sure to tag them and make sure they get credit. Question number 7 is, what is your favorite things that you've crocheted so far this year? For me, that's a very easy question to answer because it's my rainbow flower crop top. It took me so many hours to make, but I absolutely love the way it turned out. I wore it on my birthday, and it made me feel so special wearing such a colorful, handmade item. Question 8 is, are there any crochet plans you're excited about for the future? My answer is absolutely yes. I've been commissioned for 2 different projects. One that I'm working on currently is a beetroot purse. I really have loved the process so far of making this, and I can't wait to deliver it to the person who commissioned it. The other project that I'm excited about is a commission for a pomegranate dice bag for one of my friends back home. I think this is another really fun, unique idea, and it'll be really cool to see how I can shape the bag to hold a bunch of D&D dice. Question number 9 is, what is the worst thing about crochet or about making crochet content? For me, there's so many upsides to crocheting that probably the biggest downside is having to take breaks. If I got my way, I could just crochet all day without stop. However, my body does not agree with that choice, and I find that I have to take breaks for my wrists and my shoulders to just take it easy. The worst thing about making crochet content is probably the filming process. I'm still quite new to it all, so it feels a little bit unnatural talking to the camera, but as I keep going, I find it's getting a little bit easier and easier. I look forward to the day where I'll be able to look back at this early content that I'm creating and see how far I've come. And finally, question number 10 is, what is your favorite thing about crochet or about making crochet content? My absolute favorite thing about crocheting is that I can take an idea that's in my brain and create something beautiful from it. One great example of this is the tulip purse that I made this year. I just had this idea randomly one day of, I'd like a purse that's in the shape of a tulip. And the next thing you know, I was making one. My favorite thing about making crochet content is getting to share this process with all of you in the audience. I think the average person doesn't really understand what it takes to crochet something, and it's really cool to be able to show a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look. I also really enjoy reading the comments underneath all of the videos that you all leave. It's fun to see what projects that you all find really cool, and some of you have given me some pretty cool ideas as well. That's one of the things that drew me to making crochet content in the first place, is building this community where we can grow, support, and inspire one another. If you're also a crochet content creator, feel free to make your own version of this video or leave your answers to the questions in the comment section below. Thanks again to the Faded Wildflower Crochet for creating this tag. It's such a fun idea. Let me know in the comments below what crochet projects you're working on. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!